Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm pleased to announce that I'm starting off this new series working through the book of Romans. If you've ever asked yourself a question, does the gospel really matter? Why is the world so messed up? And am I truly justified in Christ? Is it really as if I've never sinned? Maybe even why do I even struggle with sin issues in my life? I mean, whatever the question, whether it be identity, the future, failure, friends, drugs, sexuality, rebellion, all these kinds of things. I mean, this is stuff that everyone needs. I mean, young adults need them, our youth need them, teens need them to cope with the decisions and pressures that they face. I mean, the book of Romans really has it all for all of us. And so I think it really addresses our deepest need, that God's grace is in our lives through faith in Jesus Christ. I mean, Paul is the author of this book, and he explains it pretty profoundly about the implications and the applications of the gospel in this book. Now, I want to keep my sessions really short and sweet. I really just want to have a good time with it. I mean, I'm not going to be going through all the blahs that you get from any old, book that you might pick up. The book was written about 57, 58, it was written by Paul to the Romans, and if it's important as it relates to what we're trying to get out of it, then I'm going to talk about it. If not, I'm going to leave that to your own individually study. So that brings me to 3 points that I want to talk about. One, as we kick off this study, I want to challenge you to do those 3 things. First of all, I want you to pray that as you look in this book with me, that God will speak to you in a powerful way. And that we should expect God to speak to us. And so I want you to get that out of that. 2, I want you to set some time for you to read through the book of Romans with me. Maybe just a chapter a day. There's only not too many. You better knock those out. So, take time to set aside to read through those with me, and to go into your own study. Set aside time for that. And then the third thing is that follow through with that study. Keep up with it. I want these to kind of be a jumping off point for your own discussion. I want to stimulate, some of your own study, because, if you want to be spiritually buff, which is like the topic of this whole website, then you know what to do. It's like going to the gym. It's like working out. You gotta do some working out with the Word. I mean, when you go to the gym, having a membership does not get you in shape, So I really want us to have some good time with this. I want God to transform our lives, but we got to do our own work too. So really just want to have fun with this. You hear some, we'll have some hip hop beats going on in the background. This is Omega 1, one of his tracks. So every 3 or 4 days or so, there'll be a new lesson out there. Sometimes we'll go through a whole chapter, really quick. Sometimes it may just be bits and pieces. But I'm not really trying to go through like a word by word, verse by verse kind of a study. That's not what this is. Really what I want to do is highlight some of the major themes that are in this book as we kind of go through it in a systematic way, and then address some of the themes and the topics that are in the book of Romans that will be so powerful for us. So expect to see chapter 1 kicking off probably in about 2 days or so. And then I want you to kind of get into your own kind of study, and then maybe a week later I'll get into the next series. So good luck. If you have any feedback, hit me back. You can get me at SpirituallyBuff.com. Leave your comments there or on one of the blogs. Get it while it's hot at blogspot.com. You can hit me up there. Late.